Welcome back. This is Talking About Baseball. Today we will be speculating the trade of Juan Soto. The Nationals have said they want 4 or 5 Major League ready players or prospects. Those Major League ready players have to have low to none service time. I wrote this video before that came out, so some of this might be a little off. This video is going to be much longer than the first one, and I hope you enjoy. The Nationals are embracing the rebuild. As of recording this, they are the worst team in baseball. Juan Soto has recently turned down a $440 million contract, which would have made him the highest paid player in baseball currently. Not even 24 hours after this happened, the Nationals failed to grant Soto a plane to the All-Star Game and Home Run Derby, which is a big no-no for teams. I think this was the last domino that needed to fall to guarantee a Juan Soto trade this year. We will be going over 8 potential trades for Juan Soto today. So the first trade will have Juan Soto heading to the south side of Chicago. As a Cubs fan, I would not like this to happen, but the White Sox have the pieces to make it happen. So the Nats would only be giving up Soto. That's what it's going to be like in most of these trades, but I have some other pieces going in other ones. The White Sox would have to give up quite a few prospects to acquire a star like Soto. I think it would go something like this. The big player the White Sox would be giving up is Andrew Vaughn. This might be an immediate red flag for all Sox fans, but you got to remember that you're getting Juan Soto here. So the other players I think the Sox would have to give up along with Andrew Vaughn are number 1 prospect Colson Montgomery, who is 92 in all of Major League Baseball, number 4 prospect outfielder Yoelqui Cespedes, number 5 prospect right-handed pitcher Norge Vera, and number 15 prospect right-handed pitcher Davis Martin, and right-handed pitcher Matt Foster. In conclusion for this trade, I think the White Sox gain slightly more, but the Sox are also diminishing their farm system that doesn't have very many bright spots to begin with. I don't think either sides would accept, but I think the Nationals would like the trade more, despite the Sox getting more value in return. The next trade has Juan Soto joining El Nino out west in San Diego. The Nats will be giving up Soto and right-handed pitcher Paolo Espino. The Padres are going to have to give up a boatload, and this is what I think it will include. Left-handed pitcher Adrian Morejon, shortstop C.J. Abrams, number 2 prospect Luis Campusano, number 8 prospect outfielder Joshua Mears, and number 28 prospect outfielder Esteury Ruiz. This may not seem like that much, but Ruiz has been performing at a high level in the majors, and C.J. Abrams is a former top 5 prospect. Will the Padres make the blockbuster trade? I don't know, but Soto would look really good in a Padres uniform, just saying. So the Padres would make this trade 100% using Soto as a rental. The Padres are looking great this year, and Soto could take them to the final level. I don't think the Friars have the money to extend Soto, considering the Tatis and Machado contracts. The Padres would be a bad team in a few years after taking away several young players, but I think the Padres go all in on this trade in a heartbeat, and I think the Nationals cross their fingers and accept too. The next one is probably one of the least likely to happen. A small market team getting a big market player. Juan Soto will be joining the Guardians in this trade. The Guardians always have a bad outfield, and that has not changed one bit this year. Miles Straw and Stephen Kwan have been contact hitters who have been this year. The Franimal is their DH and having a down season, and the right fielder was Oscar Gonzalez, who's putting together a decent season for a rookie until of an injury at the end of June. The Guardians usually do not net big players in trades until now, I think. The Guardians would go out and get Wani from the Nationals and give up many players and prospects. Here's who I think those players and prospects will be. Right-handed pitcher Zach Plesac, who they have been shopping around all year, and I think he will 100% get traded at the deadline. Number 2 prospect outfielder George Valera, pretty much a Juan Soto replacement. Number 32 in the league. Number 4 prospect, shortstop Gabriel Arias, number 80 in the game. Number 6 prospect, Tyler Freeman, who's number 86 in baseball. And number 8 prospect, Nolan Jones, who is number 100 in the game. And also number 21 prospect, right-handed pitcher Tommy Mace. Cleveland is giving up mainly prospects as well as Zach Plesac, who Soto would make a very nice addition to that struggling outfield. I think the Nationals would do this, gaining great prospects and a pitcher. The Guardians might be more hesitant to do this, but Juan Soto immediately becomes a superstar paired with Jose Ramirez, propelling them to a top contender in a weaker division. The next trade has Juan Soto also going to an NL West team, like the Padres. The next team will be adding a star like Soto into a lineup that already consists of Trey Turner, Will Smith, Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, and the list goes on of Dodgers firepower. They always have the prospect capital to make big trades. They may try to make this trade even more, considering there would be a reunion with Trey Turner. Plus, the Dodgers and the Nationals just made a blockbuster trade last year. While the Nationals give up Soto, the Dodgers will deplete their farm system even more, along with sacrificing major league talent. I think a realistic amount of players for the Dodgers to give up would look like this. Right-handed pitcher Andre Jackson, right-handed pitcher Mitch White, second baseman Zach McKinstry, number 2 prospect Bobby Miller, who's number 26 in the game, number 5 prospect outfielder Andy Pages, number 47 in the minors, and number 6 prospect right-handed pitcher Ryan Pepio, who's number 75 in the league. Also giving up number 12 prospect Maddox Bruns and number 17 prospect James Outman. The Dodgers protect Diego Cartaya in this trade, but still give away quite a bit. Their young pitchers take a big hit in this trade. I think the Dodgers and Nationals would both be quick to accept this trade. The Dodgers are getting a player who might help Trey re-sign this offseason. The Nationals are gaining many value pitchers who can help a farm system that doesn't have very many pitchers outside of Cade Cavalli and Jackson Rutledge. Juan Soto could even head out to the north side of Chicago, my Chicago Cubs, as well as the south side. Even being a Cubs fan, the value we would have to give to acquire Soto would be astronomical. This is what I think the trade might look like. The Cubs would give up left-handed pitcher Justin Steele, second baseman Nick Madrigal, outfielder Nelson Velazquez, number 1 prospect outfielder Brendan Davis, number 10 prospect Braylon Marquez, and number 20 prospect outfielder Yohendrick Pinago. I think the Nationals would accept this trade, getting valuable players from the minors and majors. The Cubs boost their team for the future while still keeping prospects like Pete Crow Armstrong, Christian Hernandez, Kevin Alcantara, James Triantos, and Caleb Killian. Next up, we will have Soto suiting up in pinstripes up north for the Yankees. The Nats would be giving up Soto. The real question is, will the Yankees push to keep Anthony Volpe? I think yes. The Yankees will have to give up much more if they want to keep Anthony Volpe, and I think this is what that might end up being. Right-handed pitcher Davy Garcia, right-handed pitcher Luis Eel, who are both former top prospects. Second baseman Gleyber Torres, who can be replaced by Anthony Volpe, who they're keeping. Outfielder Estevan Florial. Number 2 prospect shortstop Oswald Peraza. Number 5 prospect left-handed pitcher Ken Waldichuk. And number 11 prospect right-handed pitcher Luis Medina. The Nats would be giving away just Soto. The Yankees would give away major league talent that could be replaced by other prospects that weren't traded away here. I think both sides would accept, but the Yankees might like it a bit more. The next trade will involve Soto joining another young phenom in the outfield. In this trade, Soto will head northwest to the rainy city of Seattle, joining J-Rod. The Nats would give up Soto to the Mariners. The Mariners would give the Nats players an interesting trade. I say this because a lot of the players the Nationals will acquire are right about ready for the major leagues. These players, I think, would be catcher Luis Torrens, first baseman Evan White, second baseman Abraham Toro, right fielder Jared Kelenic, utility man Dylan Moore, number 3 prospect Matt Brash, who's number 91 in the league, and number 3 prospect Juan Then. The Nationals will be taking risks with Matt Brash and Jared Kelenic in this trade. but also get proven players like Toro and Dylan Moore. The Nats may not like it considering the fact that they would want more prospects. The M's are giving a Juan Soto replacement. This makes the Mariners' outfield one of the best in the league with the winner and runner-up in the Derby in Wani and J-Rod. The final trade of this video has the division rival Mets trading for Juan Soto. The Mets have an outfield that's in a bit of question. Brandon Nimmo is a free agent after this year, and Starling Marte and Mark Canha, who were signed to big contracts last year, aren't getting any younger. Soto would bring an element of youth to the Mets that the Mets don't have much of right now, and add on to the element of swag that the Mets have lots of. I think Juan Soto would be paired with Patrick Corbin in this deal heading to the Mets. This makes the Mets having to give up less prospects while taking on a large contract. The Mets would give up number 3 prospect shortstop Ronnie Mauricio, number 7 prospect outfielder Khalil Lee, number 8 prospect outfielder Nick Plummer, and number 12 prospect right-handed pitcher Jose Butto. The Mets may not be giving up as much as they should, but taking on Corbin's massive contract is a game changer in this trade. That frees up a lot of space in the Nationals' wallet, and the Mets have shown they can take on lots of money. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe and tell other baseball fans you know. It helps me out, and I will see you in the next video. Let me know what trade you like the most. Bye.